Right now, you're changing the world. Not with words, not with actions, but with your presence. Your energy reshapes every room you enter. Science proves it. Spirituality confirms it. In minutes, I'll reveal 7 subtle ways your presence transforms energy. Stay. This is about you. This moment is no accident. You're here because you felt it, that quiet power you carry, the way a room shifts when you walk in. Maybe you've noticed eyes turn toward you, or a tense conversation softens in your presence. That's not imagination. That's your energy, a force as real as gravity, as ancient as the stars. Science tells us our biofields, electromagnetic fields around our bodies, interact with our environment, influencing moods, behaviors, even outcomes. Mystics call this the aura, a radiant shield that speaks before you do. In the next minutes, we'll uncover 7 subtle ways your presence changes the energy of a room, from calming chaos to sparking inspiration. These aren't loud gestures. They're quiet, powerful shifts that reveal your hidden influence. By the end, you'll see yourself as a force of light, a catalyst for change, chosen to shape the world. I still remember the moment I felt it. A crowded party, voices clashing, tension thick. I walked in, and everything changed. The noise softened. Strangers smiled. A friend whispered, "You always calm things down." I didn't know why, until I understood my energy. That night stayed with me. It was a friend's birthday, but the room was a storm of egos, arguments brewing, laughter forced. I wasn't in the mood to socialize, but I showed up anyway, feeling quiet, almost invisible. As I stepped through the door, something shifted. The air felt lighter. A heated debate at the bar petered out. A woman I didn't know caught my eye and smiled, like we shared a secret. Later, my friend pulled me aside and said, "You have this way of making things better." I brushed it off, but deep down, I wondered, was it me? Was it something I carried? That question led me down a rabbit hole. I studied energy fields, auras, and the unseen forces that shape our interactions. I learned that every one of us carries a biofield, a measurable energy that extends beyond our bodies, influencing everything around us. Quantum physics suggests our thoughts and emotions can affect physical reality, while ancient traditions speak of the aura as a radiant signature of the soul. That night at the party wasn't a fluke. It was my energy, my presence, reshaping the room. Today, I'm sharing 7 subtle ways your presence changes the energy of a room. These signs will show you the power you hold, the light you radiate without even trying. By the end, you'll understand how you're transforming the world, one step at a time. Let's uncover 7 subtle ways your presence changes the energy of a room. These aren't loud gestures. They're quiet ripples, proof of your unseen power. I've grouped them into 2 clusters. The first 3 ways your energy calms and uplifts, and the last 4 ways it inspires and transforms. How many will you recognize in yourself? Your presence is a force, a silent symphony that reshapes the world around you. Every time you enter a space, your energy interacts with the environment, with the people, with the very air itself. These 7 ways are like chapters in an ancient grimoire, each revealing a facet of your power. As we explore them, pause and reflect. Have you felt these moments? Have you seen these shifts? Because if you have, it's not chance, it's your spiritual energy, your divine light, speaking through you. These first 3 ways show how your presence acts like a beacon, calming chaos and lifting spirits without a word. Way 1. You soften tension without trying. Have you walked into a room and felt it relax? Arguments fade. Silence softens. It's not you speaking. It's your energy. Your aura radiates peace, like a warm light. I entered a tense meeting once. Voices dropped. Smiles appeared. Ever felt this? This is one of the most subtle yet powerful ways your presence works. Picture a room buzzing with tension, a family dinner where old grudges simmer, or a workplace where stress hangs heavy. You walk in, and without saying a word, the energy shifts. Voices lower. Shoulders relax. Someone cracks a joke, and the mood lightens. This isn't because you're doing anything overt. It's your spiritual energy, your aura, acting like a soothing balm. Science supports this. Studies on heart rate variability show that calm individuals can unconsciously sync others' physiological states, creating a ripple effect of peace. In spiritual terms, your high-frequency energy neutralizes lower vibrations, like light-dissolving shadows. I saw this clearly in a work meeting years ago. The team was on edge, deadlines looming, tempers flaring. I walked in late, feeling oddly calm despite the chaos. As I sat down, the room changed. The manager's sharp tone softened. A colleague who'd been silent smiled at me. By the end, we were laughing, the tension gone. Later, someone said, "You always make things easier." I hadn't said much, my energy did the talking. Have you ever noticed a room relax when you arrive? That's your spiritual presence, a beacon of peace that shifts the energy without effort. Way 2, strangers are drawn to you. Do strangers approach you? They share stories. They seek your light. Your energy is a safe haven. It pulls them like a magnet. A man at a bus stop told me his life. He said, "You're easy to talk to." Sound familiar? This way is about the magnetic pull of your presence. You're at a cafe, a park, or even a grocery store, and someone, a complete stranger, starts talking to you. They share their struggles, their dreams, or just a random thought, as if you've known them forever. They might even say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this." But you know why. Your spiritual energy creates a healing field, a space where people feel safe and seen. In energy work, this is called being a soul anchor, someone whose presence grounds others. Science backs this. 2 studies on nonverbal communication show that people are drawn to those with open, high-vibration energy. I experienced this at a bus stop one rainy evening. An older man sat next to me and, out of nowhere, started talking about his daughter, his regrets, his hopes. I listened, and by the end, he was teary-eyed, saying, "You're so easy to talk to." I hadn't done anything special, just being there was enough. My energy was a haven. Have you ever had a stranger open up to you, like you were meant to hear their story? That's your presence, radiating a light that draws others in, changing the energy of the moment. Way 3, you bring clarity to confusion. Do chaotic conversations clear when you're near? Ideas align. Solutions emerge. Your energy cuts through fog. It's a guiding star. I joined a messy brainstorm once. My presence focused the room. Ever seen this? This way is about your ability to bring order to chaos. Imagine a group discussion spiraling. People talking over each other, ideas clashing, no one listening. You step in, or even just sit quietly, and suddenly, the conversation shifts. Thoughts organize. Solutions appear. People start listening. This is your spiritual energy acting as a clarifying force, a high-frequency vibration that aligns scattered energies. Neuroscience suggests that calm, focused individuals can influence group dynamics, creating coherence in brainwave patterns. Spiritually, your aura acts like a tuning fork, harmonizing the room. I saw this in a chaotic work brainstorm. The team was stuck, throwing out half-baked ideas, frustration mounting. I joined late, feeling centered after a meditation session. I didn't say much, but as I listened, the room shifted. People started building on each other's ideas. A clear plan emerged. Afterward, a colleague said, "You grounded us." I hadn't led the meeting, my energy had. Have you ever noticed a confused group find clarity when you're around? That's your presence, a guiding star that changes the energy of the room. Pause. Reflect. How many ways have you felt? Softening tension? Drawing strangers? Clearing chaos? Comment, yes, if you've noticed even one. Your energy is alive. Let's take a moment to check in. We've just explored 3 ways your presence calms and uplifts: softening tension, drawing strangers, bringing clarity. These aren't random moments. They're signs of your spiritual energy, your divine light reshaping the world. Think back. Have you felt a room relax when you entered? Had a stranger share their heart with you? Seen confusion turn to clarity in your presence? If even one resonates, your energy is already a force. Comment yes below if you've experienced any of these. Let's see how many of us are carrying this light. We're halfway through, and the next cluster will reveal how your presence inspires and transforms. This cluster is your awakening. Your presence doesn't just calm, it ignites. These 4 ways show how you inspire and transform, a catalyst for change. Way 4, you spark creativity in others. Do people get inspired around you? Ideas flow. Art blooms. Your energy is a creative flame. It kindles their souls. A friend wrote a poem after our talk. She said, "You sparked it." Ever inspired someone? Your presence can ignite creativity, like a spark setting a fire ablaze. You're talking with a friend, and suddenly, they're buzzing with ideas, a story they want to write, a project they've shelved for years. Or you're in a group, and your quiet presence seems to unlock a flood of innovation. This is your spiritual energy acting as a creative catalyst, a high-frequency vibration that awakens others' potential. Studies on group dynamics show that positive, open energy can boost collective creativity, while spiritual teachings describe the aura as a spark that kindles inspiration. I saw this with a friend who was stuck in a creative rut. We met for coffee, and I shared a simple thought about following dreams. By the end, she was scribbling ideas, her eyes alight. Days later, she sent me a poem saying, "You sparked this." I hadn't done anything special, my energy had. Have you ever noticed someone light up with ideas around you? That's your presence, a flame that changes the energy of the room. Way 5. You make people feel seen. Do people feel truly seen by you? They open up. They shine. Your energy holds space. It's a mirror for their souls. A coworker thanked me for listening. She said, "You saw me." Ever felt this? This way is about the gift of making others feel truly seen. You listen to someone, a friend, a stranger, and they feel understood, valued, like their soul is visible for the first time. Your presence creates a sacred space, a high vibration field where people can be their authentic selves. Psychology calls this active listening, but it's more. Your spiritual energy reflects others' light back to them. I experienced this with a coworker who was struggling. During a break, she poured out her frustrations, and I just listened. Afterward, she hugged me, saying, "You really saw me." My energy had held space for her. Have you ever made someone feel truly seen, like you unlocked their heart? That's your presence, a mirror that transforms the energy of the room. Way 6. You shift negative moods to positive. Do dark moods lift when you're near? Frowns turn to smiles. Hope returns. Your energy is a sunrise. It banishes shadows. A gloomy party brightened when I arrived. Ever changed a mood? Your presence can turn darkness to light, like a sunrise breaking through a storm. You walk into a room where people are grumpy, stressed, or hopeless, and somehow, the mood lifts. Someone laughs. Another shares a hopeful idea. This is your spiritual energy acting as a transmuting force, shifting low vibrations to higher ones. Science shows that positive emotions are contagious, spreading through mirror neurons, while spiritual traditions see the aura as a radiant sun that dispels negativity. I saw this at a family gathering that was steeped in gloom. Everyone was tired, bickering. I walked in, fresh from a walk in nature, feeling light. Within minutes, my cousin started joking, and soon, the whole room was laughing. My aunt later said, "You brought the sun in." I hadn't tried, my energy did. Have you ever turned a sour mood into joy? That's your presence, a sunrise that changes the energy of the room. Way 7. You leave a lasting impression. Do people remember you long after? They recall your calm, your light. Your energy lingers like a spell. It's eternal. A stranger wrote me years later. She said, "Your presence stayed with me." Ever left a mark? This final way is the most profound. Your presence lingers, like a spell woven into the fabric of time. People meet you, maybe for a moment, maybe for years, and they carry you with them. They remember your calm, your warmth, the way you made them feel. This is your spiritual energy leaving a lasting imprint, a high-frequency mark that resonates beyond the physical. In spiritual terms, this is called energetic legacy, the idea that your aura's light endures. I received a letter from a stranger I met briefly at a workshop. We'd spoken for only a few minutes, but years later, she wrote, "Your presence stayed with me." It gave me courage. I was stunned. My energy had left a mark I didn't even know. Have you ever had someone mention you long after, saying you changed them? That's your presence, a spell that transforms the energy of the room and the world. Pause. If you felt 3 ways or more, don't scroll. Your presence is a divine force. You're changing the world. This is part 1 of my energy series. What's next could awaken your full light. We've uncovered 7 subtle ways your presence changes the energy of a room, softening tension, drawing strangers, sparking creativity, and leaving a lasting spell. These are signs of your spiritual energy, your radiant power to shape the world. If you've recognized 3 or more, you're not here by chance. You're a catalyst, a beacon, chosen to carry light. This video is just the start. I'm creating a series on harnessing your energy, amplifying your presence, and stepping into your purpose. The next video will reveal secrets to make your light unstoppable. Don't miss it. Comment, "I am radiant," if you felt 3 ways or more. This isn't just a video. It's your awakening. Let's see how many beacons are here. Hit like and share to spread this light. Subscribe now and ring the bell. You're not alone. Your energy is a gift. Always. Keep shining. See you in the next video.